All right. The second one usually you got like random people. it's not announced.
It's the afternoon, you know.
It's not announced, so.
Let's see.
I wish I can see who is on YouTube though. Can you guys tell me who's watching on YouTube? You guys are not typing anything. Yeah. Better like this. Because otherwise the audio on YouTube is kind of terrible. Earlier in the morning I didn't even turn it on. So, hello. Oh, it's turned off now. Oh yeah, it works. Just telling everybody right now. Hello. I don't even know if it's working.
You know what?
Maybe you can go to YouTube.
I was about to say I'm going to go to YouTube real quick.
Yeah. Hey Wilson, I'm going to announce the winner from yesterday matcha growing and the one from this morning. I don't think you were there this morning, so you're gonna miss out on something.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I'd have to
Maybe
check.
you were there, but I have a lot of.
Yesterday, yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to brew 3 different teas. So if you're on YouTube, just search Xiang with video. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I got your audio too.
Oh, okay.
So you're good video and good on audio.
So I'm gonna test. Is it clear? Is it sounds louder?
Yeah. You don't even need to do that. Yeah, it's good.
Okay. I'm gonna wait a little bit because I was supposed to be back live at 1 and I got busy. And then I was supposed to be back live at 2 and I got busy again. So a lot of people probably doesn't know that I'm gonna be live. So I'm just gonna wait a little bit, maybe like 5 to 10 minutes. I don't know, I'll wait 5 minutes. But meanwhile, I have 3 teas I'm gonna brew. Winter Alishan, the black tea Xiang Souchong, and the Shui Xian from 2012. I am surprised that I haven't highlighted this tea. It ends tonight because this is my #1 favorite tea after Alishan, the spring Alishan. Today's sale is winter Alishan, so it'll be awesome. Winter Alishan, with any winter tea, they tend to be a little bit more round, a lot more. If round is a flavor, then it's a lot more balanced. It's sweeter. It has thicker texture. It's a little bit more creamy. It's not as complex. It has less floral notes. It has less kind of fresh spring flavor. So it really depends. If you don't like grassy notes, then you're gonna enjoy this tea. In front of me, I have 3 different Gaiwan. Actually, this time I'm gonna brew all 3 teas together, and you can see how I do it. Whenever you're doing it for a party, I haven't done that.
Do I need to get you more cups as well?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
But I'm brewing 3 teas, so red, blue, and yellow together. Usually in the past, I do it all separately. So you can do the same technique at home if you have multiple Gaiwans going. So first step, heating up all the Gaiwans. You'll take the red Gaiwan. And then in front of me, I have, you guys can't really see it, but I'm gonna move this a little bit so you can see it. I have 3 Gaiwan and a 3 Ferrous cup. Okay, all right. Just heating it up. If you want, you can heat it up all the way up. I already rinsed it earlier, so I don't need to do that. I'm gonna announce the winner when the more people shows up, Wilson. So I'm gonna wait a little bit because this one is unannounced. Sunday, 2 o'clock. Most people are like busy, probably outside. So hopefully they can rewatch later. So for the red one, I'm gonna put the winter Alishan. It's a winter pick. It was literally just picked probably about a month ago. Brand new. We did the spring Alishan and we sold out really, really quick. So the winter one, I didn't promote it hard enough, but it will sell. So I empty the guy one, shake it. There's different way of shaking. Some people shaking like this. Some people never even shake it. I like to shake it to bring out a lot of flavor. Then you can smell the lid. Oh, amazing. Amazing smell. Very sweet, kind of condensed milk kind of smell. Amazing smell. Right. I'm gonna rinse the tea, not because the tea is dirty, it's because I don't want to wait too long. And I'm really just to wet the leaf and moisten the leaf so that it's release some of the flavor better. Your cup, if you want to smell. I have Marilyn here. So it's just for smelling. There's no flavor yet. You can dump it over here at the bowl. Okay, I don't know if you can smell anything
Yeah,
yet.
I could smell it.
Yeah, just for smelling. You don't really drink the rinse. Okay. Now I'm gonna brew about 30 seconds. Whenever you pour the tea, the water, some people they pour directly to the center. Some people they pour from the side. The difference is very minor, but some people think if the tea get bitter easy, it's better for you to pour from the side toward this, so that's why having like a gooseneck is kind of nice. You don't start from the center, but good tea normally the difference is minor, so you don't have to do that. Hi Alexander, and sorry I told you it's 2 p.m. but I got busy. So like I said, we're at Henderson here. The shop is still open, so whenever somebody coming in, I have to kind of stop everything. So I'm doing Alishan, and then I'm doing Shui Xian. So when you are serving it for party, you kind of already know what to do. While we're waiting for that, you should be ready for the next tea. So you kind of have to have a little bit organized on what you want to do next. You don't want to have just a waiting period. This is the winter Alishan, okay? So they are brand new. It's on sale today. So if you like the spring, the winter tastes slightly different. The spring one is more like fresh spring aroma. It's almost like that nice weather kind of feeling where you feel like you're at the park with like nice spring breeze. That's what makes you feel. Remember, sometimes describing a tea is not just about what's in you, what's also what makes you feel. Once you get into drinking tea as much as I do, you're starting to look for other things other than just the flavor. That's the kind of experience that I try to teach people. The flavor is the easiest part, but how it makes you feel, that's a little bit more challenging. And when you can feel like it's just like bring back memories, things like that. It makes you feel like you transfer to somewhere else. I mean, it sounds like a lot of bullshit, but it's true. It's some tea that makes you feel like that. It can trigger some memory in the past that you have good memory with, and everybody gonna have a different memory. I hear it all the time from somebody that is like brand new, or like, oh my God, this reminds me of some dishes that my grandma cooked when I was a little kid, things like that. And it's impressive that you get that from drinking a tea. It's a pretty cool experience. So sweet.
Nice.
Right? It's not as spring kind of flavor, but it's more creamy, more rounded, more, I don't know. It's not as complex. The aftertaste is softer. There's a sweet aftertaste. Let's see, Alexandra said, last Christmas I hosted an afternoon tea. It was awesome. Feature Hawojicha puer oolong. Really enjoyed it. Nice. I tried puer for the first time. Hi, Michael. Yes. I don't know how Michael's doing it. He's on YouTube and on Instagram.
He's on his computer, going tab to tab.
Oh, so good.
Nice.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's very calming. Perfect tea to have around midday like this. This is not kind of tea that you want to rush to. You know, I don't think this is the kind of tea that you want to just keep drinking too much at a time. So I feel like you just want to kind of stay calm. Now, there is one problem when you try to do 3 tea at the same time. Okay, when I'm serving for a customer, for a guest, a lot of time I do like this because they want to sample different things. But you lose a few different things when you do this. First of all, you kind of have to adjust the taste bud a little bit, from the lightest color to the darkest color. I should have used this for yellow, now that I think about that. I wasn't matching with the color of the guy one. But whenever you brew 3 different teas at the same time, always start from the lightest in color. So in that case, today I'm doing oolong Alishan. That's the color is the lightest. So I'm going to start with that. And then the middle one, because I was doing one oolong and one black tea, they both kind of stronger color in a way. So in that case, you kind of have to decide which one have a stronger flavor. Okay, so black tea tend to taste a little more tannin, so that's why I put it last. But I feel like these two can be interchangeable in a way. But for sure, you want to start with that one, the Alishan, because the color is more spring. And this one is an aged Xian. So with age, the taste to be a little bit more tender, they're a lot more subtle. So that's my second tea. And my third tea would be the black tea. All of them is on sale. I'm actually going to do the second one first. So I'm going to show you how you brew 3 teas at the same time. Okay. Same thing. Because this one is 2012, I'm going to rinse this. But this is a great rinse, so I don't want to just toss it away. The Alishan, I just tossed it away because I know it's not going to be a lot of flavor out of it because the leaf was still like curled like a ball. Because this leaf is larger, it's bigger, there's going to have a lot more flavor even at the rinse. So I will drink that. But you want to lower your expectation a little bit because it's just a rinse, but it's still going to be a lot of flavor. Okay, so you can see from the color, even at rinse, about 4 grams. You're welcome to put 7 grams if you want to. It will bring out even more flavor out of it. It will not get bitter if you do it fast. Amazing. So like I said, because you're switching teas, you kind of have to calibrate your taste bud a little bit. If I'm like professionally doing testing, I wouldn't do this because it's gonna ruin my taste bud. But at the same time, if I'm serving for a party, like a guest, I do this all the time. But if I'm only doing testing just on the purpose of understanding a tea, I would only just focus on the one tea, okay? Because it's going to affect my taste bud depending on what other tea I drink. So sometimes tea farmer, they get annoyed when they see me doing this. To like 3 teas at the same time. Like, what are you doing? You don't really appreciate your tea by doing that. You need to focus on one tea, forget about everything else, do not do anything else, and just that, you know. Unfortunately, I'm not like that. My brain is too many things going on. I just can't do it. So. But I'm doing, like, if I really want to study one tea, then I will do that. But in more occasion, this is more common theme for me because I'm serving with multiple different customers. They have different needs. You know, some people want to try this kind, some people want to try that. So I would say you just adjust accordingly. My last one will be the Xiang, Lapsang, Souchong. And Michael, are you placing another order? Because we're thinking to ship your stuff. If you're not, I'm just wondering. Because I know you keep telling me, don't send it out yet. All right, what did Michael say? Matching the color of the brewing vessel with the color of the furnace is why I bought furnace cup of each color. Yeah, I wish I can still sell this to you because I don't sell it anymore. I can't get it anymore. I love this solid color guy one. There's something about it. At first, I thought it was a little bit too modern, a little bit too much. But the more I use it, I really love it because I can tell the difference in color and they're all exactly the same inside. So I don't have to worry about how it affect or change the flavor of the tea. So I totally fall in love with this now. Like I feel like anytime I do video, I only want to do this color guy one. Whew. This smells drunky for me. It's slightly floral, sweet, black tea. This is the kind of tea you like. It's an opus kind of similar. Okay. So with the black tea, normally it's the only tea that I wouldn't rinse. I'm sorry, green tea too. I wouldn't rinse this. I'm just gonna do about 15 to 20 seconds. Meanwhile, if you're actively doing this, you don't stop. You're gonna start brewing on the first one. So you kind of have to organize the order. So while I finish that, this one is ready. So if you're serving, people will be very impressed if you always have something to do. They always tell me like, oh, you're like a bartender that like have different cocktail going on, you know? That's exactly what you should do if you're serving it for a party. Okay, so nothing stops. I'm not even using good water. I ran out of water. This is just RO water. With this kind of water, we'll put salt and mineral drops. And then now this one is ready. See that? So you have to know when your tea is ready. This is boiling. Kind of control the pace a little bit. I'm doing double duty now, not only talking and trying to boil water and things. And meanwhile, you have to know, like by now, this one, be careful. By now, this one has started to cool down. Okay, started to cool down a little bit. So it's ready to be drink. Hello.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey, I want some stuff on Saturday.
Did you get notification?
No.
No? Yoko, can you help him? Help him? He'll help you. Okay, so I'll try this. You try this?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So this is this black tea that you like. Hi, Leah. All right. Just waiting for the water to boil.
The smell, I could smell it before I even got it to my nose. And there's almost like a cinnamon, hint of cinnamon smell and taste to it. For me.
This is the black tea.
Yeah, the black tea. It's like a hint of cinnamon.
Still waiting for the middle one. When you mix different effect of this type of tea, your brain kind of get confused a little bit. And I feel like the more you drink this kind of tea, the more sensitive you become with how it feels. Like you don't get calm anymore, you know. Like I feel like slightly dizzy a little bit. Because we're mixing different stuff too, you know. So that's important when you're trying to mix stuff. If your goal is just to get wasted, I think it's a good way to do it.
If the after effects won't be as harsh as drinking alcohol.
So you can see the steam here is starting to wear off. So now this one I can serve this. So you kind of control the pace. Again, this method is not the best for you if you're trying to learn and study about the flavor of the tea.
So on the Alishan, I can definitely taste a little bit more of the floral notes on this one for me.
Yeah.
But not overpowering.
But remember, the black tea that we try is floral.
Yeah.
So now your taste bud get a little bit affected by the black tea that we have. Mm-hmm. That's why. Hi, Cody. We're having Alishan here. Definitely more floral now.
Mm-hmm. But see, I didn't taste any of the floral on the black tea. Maybe on the second.
Maybe.
Still, but on this first one, I didn't.
Yeah. So whenever you go back and forth like this, it's tricky. You kind of almost cannot trust the flavor anymore. I think more people are here. Let me announce the winner from yesterday matcha. I'm doing IG Live. All right, let's see. Whoever gonna win an ounce of the Royal Grade matcha from yesterday's drawing. All right. Let's see who wants. Oh, I feel like Marilyn.
No, get out of here! I swear, there's only one.
She helped me with writing down who was watching, and I feel conveniently I was pulling her name. Right? Congratulations, Marilyn.
Thank you.
You get an ounce of matcha before you leave. So I'm gonna do another testing. But
I'm really digging the black tea.
Yeah?
Yeah. And maybe it is because it's like the old bush, but
it is like similar. They're the same type. They're just not old bush. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not that old.
It's not overpowering. It's still slightly mellow.
And I know I can brew like so many times out of this too. But you know, you kind of pay attention how much water you have here. When you have like a big party, this is great because you just kind of keep filling up their cups. Don't let their cup empty. That's your goal. Okay, keep serving it. Even as soon as you see them drinking, you just keep refilling their cup. It's a service. So one day when I reopen the shop after I closed, 12 months later, and then I closed. When I reopen the shop, I want to set up the shop so that people can kind of do this for your friend, for your client, things like that, so that you can have tea brewing, and then you kind of learn how to multitask on making tea. You have to know which tea that get bitter, which tea that doesn't get bitter. So it's really good practice. The more you master this, the more you actually getting better at making teas too. It looks simple, but all of this is actually good practice for you to be better at brewing tea. It seems like I'm just putting water and pouring it out, but because I have been doing this for a while, I'm able to know and control to make sure all 3 teas is going to perform as well as it is. So I hope you have this chance to do this within a party. It's a lot of fun and it's very meditative actually.
Second brew on that one is much tastier.
Oh my god.
It's much tastier.
This is one of my favorite Shui oolong. From 2012, that's a Xian. It's a Wu oolong. So they normally for Wu oolong, you're expecting spice, cinnamon, charcoal, but not this one.
Mm-mm.
This is the only Wu oolong that I feel like it's really, really sweet. I forgot to turn off the phone.
Mm.
3 different tea.
Mm-hmm.
2012 Xian. It was 50% off. I think it's sold out on the 50% off, but you can pre-order it if you want. If you haven't get one, it is on sale on the Black Friday day. And all of these 3, I can have a session for 5, 6, 7 people for probably 3 hours easily.
Mm-hmm.
Easily, and people will get completely different experience in one sitting. You know, if you like hang out with like friends that you chat with, it's time will fly. So I'm telling you, 2 hours, 3 hours, especially your hand is just busy, you know. But it's not super tiring either because you don't have to get up. You really just, it's very meditating. It's very relaxing. It relieves a lot of stress. And whenever I have like a event here where I have to brew tea for a lot of people, you will be surprised how many people offering to do this service to strangers, to customers. Like people will like raise their hand, hey Leo, can I do that for, you know, can I help you doing that? It's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun. Even though it looks on the video, might be just put water and pouring it out. But this whole thing, you have to kind of organize like which one to brew, you know, which one to serve. I don't know. People are really enjoying that experience.
I think just also with drinking it, it's a mindful experience because you're having to pay attention to the smell, the color, and especially the taste.
Yep. And you don't get to play with your phone. This is actually the only one-time thing that I can't play with my phone. And you just have to focus on what's in front of you. And that really helps to take you kind of away a little bit from the digital world that most people have problem staying away from. Okay. All right, that's the Xian 2012. And I see my.
And that was probably the second brew, right?
Yep.
I think.
It's this, yeah, it's still the same second brew.
Okay.
So I see the liquid is getting lower. So I'm just chilling right now. It's a little bit more chilling education. Not really trying to teach you anything new, but just the whole experience. If you can replicate that at home with like brewing 2 or 3 different things for your guests, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. While I'm brewing this, I'm gonna serve this. I can like serve tea non-stop for you. It's just an endless experience. The water cooled down a little bit. It's almost sweeter now.
Yeah, there's no bitterness to this at all.
It's almost sweeter now. Yep. So the winter Alishan, they tend to get astringent a little bit faster. All right. Let's do another drawing. Meanwhile, I'm gonna put more water here. The Alishan can easily do 6 brew. This Xian can do 15 brew, and the black tea can do 15 brew. So seriously, 3-4 hours easy.
And you're brewing them longer each time after about the third brew or something?
Yep, longer and longer. The black tea though, I will, in the beginning, I will still pay attention a little bit. But because I think if I overbrew in the beginning, it does get bitter slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Toward the end brew, can be a little bit more relaxed. It doesn't get bitter as easy. All right, this is from today. Let's see who wants. What was it? 2011 white peony. Okay, let's see. If it's another Maryland.
No, it better not be.
If it's another Maryland. Oh, it's Sebastian. So, Sebastian, if you're watching,
He was.
it's 2011 white peony. So, Cody, I don't know if you see it, but it's 2011 white peony. Sebastian wants today's tea. Okay?
I'll write it on there.
Yeah. All right. Sebastian sandwich. Oh, Sebastian is watching. All right. Tomorrow, I'm gonna do a little bit different with drawing. I'm gonna pick something special for tomorrow. But tomorrow I'm wanting to grow my followers. So with tomorrow, I'm probably gonna have everybody to share the posts, and every time you share and tag, you get one entry, but the gift will be a lot bigger. I still haven't figured out yet, but I might give away this teapot that I used for the white tea session earlier, but I'll think about it. But for sure, tomorrow gift, since tomorrow is my last day doing this, at least for doing this 10 days, and whoever that helped me share the page, they get entry. Let's see if I can get to 3,000, because for some reason I've been stuck at 2,800, and for like 6 months. Well, like go up a day, go down a day, go up a day, go down a day. So I don't know why, but I want to see if I can hit to 3,000. So the gift will be bigger tomorrow. That's for sure. So you don't want to miss that. You don't have to be at the live, because you need to share the page after I post the video on Instagram. So I might even give multiple gifts too, like one main prize and other small prize, So that's a Xian, very sweet, very subtle, very relaxing, very easy to drink. I can drink this all day, almost remind you of that slightly almost like a sweet, it's not raisin. What is this? It's fruit.
Like a currant or something that's not as sweet as a raisin, or
Yeah, it's almost like currant. What is this fruit? I need to have a list of fruit in front of me. But it does remind me of a little bit like a aged white tea. Hi, Nancy. What is this fruit? It's not honey either. Slightly different.
yeah, not sweet enough to be the honey.
I mean, maybe maple.
No, I'd still even think that's too sweet.
Yeah. Slightly earthy. Slightly earthy. Slightly like a sweet cinnamon bark, a little bit. Not that much spice. Usually rogui, a wee oolong like this, has a lot of spice, but not that much.
No, not at all.
Very subtle, very different. If you want to have an oolong that you never had, like this is definitely the kind of oolong that you drink. You're like, oh, I never had anything like this.
Yeah.
Like what? Like I never had anything like this. Seriously.
Not in the little amount of tastings that I have of the oolong. Yeah, this is totally different.
Very different. Very different. Oh, That's the winter Alishan, 2012 Shui Xian. Oh, see, forgot a lot of it.
Ooh.
Over,
Well, let's see what it tastes like on
slightly
the overbrew.
overbrewed black tea. We'll see. This is definitely overbrewed. Your goal is to never overbrew. So I'm showing you
Unless
what
you're a white tea.
I'm showing you
What
what
tea
not to do. So I purposely overbrew it. I gotta make mistakes so you don't make that mistakes. Well,
Let's
when
see
you're
what we
doing
got on this one.
when you're doing a party, you constantly have to remember all of these things. Slightly, what do you call it? Like a lemon peel start coming out
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
You know, like that tartness from a lemon peel, right? Like that.
Just yeah, maybe if you went like if you had lemon and you went down into the zest just a little bit too much.
Hi, Irina. Yep. Very slightly astringency.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a little bit astringency because I did overbrew it a little bit. So make sure when you overbrew it, to preventing from happening again on the next brew, you want to really squeeze out the flavor. The Wee Chilan is so good. Yeah, the Wee Chilan is really good. If you like the Wee Chilan, you're also gonna like this one, Arena. This is the 2012 Shui Xian. It was 50% off, and you can pre-order on the website. So if you like that Chilan, Arena, you definitely need to get this. Shui Xian is SHUIXIN. Get the one from 2012 though. It's extremely
And the
dry.
code for today is
And what's
white
that?
tea. Isn't there a code for the day? Is it white tea?
Oh, the code for today is white tea to get extra 5% off. Yeah, if you're obsessed with the Chilan, I promise you, Arena, you're gonna love this one. 2012 Shui Xian. So, like I said, you don't get the best feeling when you mix all of these things. The drunkenness kind of messed up my head a little bit. Oh, Michael, I think you already ordered this one, if I'm not mistaken. So we can talk about this at the Zoom too in December. That might be a good tea for us to try together. One of the best tea right now that we have. I don't have a lot anymore. After trying this two tea and you go back to try this tea becoming, it's kind of missing some ingredients in it, you know? So that's why I don't recommend you to mix this 3 type of tea when you're doing a lot of testing, you know? But if you're just doing it for party, that's okay. But your taste bud definitely get affected. You notice how like it tastes kind of flat now?
Yeah. Well, and that's the reason why I waited a little bit in
Yep.
between just to kind of hope, get rid of
Yep.
the other previous tea.
Our taste bud has been affected by these 2 stronger tea.
Yeah, it's been a little muted. Just a little bit, though.
A little bit. But I think it's still important for you to see this, me brewing 3 different teas, because I do this all the time. I'm at the shop, there's always a new customer coming in. I can't just serve one tea. I gotta serve multiple tea. But you should always have that expectation that the flavor might not be the best when you mix different kinds. Okay. There's some leaf there. All right. Now another thing. Some people like you see this a little bit strong. So what do you do with it? This is a little bit, like I said, a little bit tart, a little bit astringent because I overbrew it. So one way that I like to fix, if I still want to enjoy that, instead of forcing myself to drink it, I will brew a lighter version of the next step and mix them together. Okay, so overbrewed, I'm going to brew this third step, but it's way quicker. So instead of brewing the normal 20 seconds, I'm literally just putting the water and then pour it out immediately, so it balances a little bit of the flavor so it doesn't get that tart. Okay, and if you feel like it's still kind of too strong, you can do that one more time. Now, is this against the religion of tea connoisseur? Absolutely. But who cares? Nobody's judging. So if you are, if you're drinking like in front of some tea masters from like, with the long beard, they'll probably slap your hand. But, this is my trick to fix an overbrew black tea. But, don't tell people that Leo teach you how to do this, because I will get slapped. Yes, steam today is all my favorite tea. Yes. Did you watch the white tea session, Sebastian, that I did in the morning? It was excellent. It was really, really smooth.
That definitely corrected.
Way better, right?
Yeah, definitely corrected it.
So I'm gonna do one more time, because I think this is amazing. But I'm just gonna do one more time to just slightly lighten it up.
Yeah, brought back the sweetness to it.
Now, if you're wondering, what about if I just put water to it instead of doing that way? I don't usually like it, because for some reason, if you just add water, there's something about me adding just normal boiling water to it. It makes the tea taste kind of flat and even a little bit bitter. Like the bitterness just got reduced, toned down a little bit, but it doesn't really remove a lot of the bitterness. So if I just add water just to water it down, it just makes the tea taste very, very basic, So if you're trying to fix this, I recommend you to just brew another one, but it's really quickly, and mix them in. That is a way better way than you just adding a hot water to your overbrewed tea. Okay, so let's give this a try. I accidentally overbrew it, and I try to fix it. But don't tell Tea Master what I did. So much better.
Yeah, brought it back.
So much better. See, sometimes when you make mistakes, you just have to know how to fix it. It's great that I make that mistake, so you don't have to. And if you do, then you know what to do. See, this one, another overbrew, but I know this tea tastes great when you overbrew it. So I don't think this is going to be a problem. Like the H white tea, you overbrew it, excellent. It's actually make the tea taste better. The Xian, just similar with the H white tea, it makes the tea taste better. So I'm going to wait a little bit.
That's good with the two.
Yep, I'm starting losing the interest on the Alishan, because this 2 tea is so overpowered that I barely taste anything on this. So it's not because I don't like this tea. I love this tea. But because of the other 2 teas, this kind of strong flavor, it makes this Alishan kind of taste a little bit boring. Without these 2 teas, this tea is amazing. So, yep. It's cooled down, it's even more astringent now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's important for you to drink your tea at the perfect temperature too. Just because you make the perfect brew, but if you drink it too long, you wait too long, even the perfect tea will taste slightly more bitter. So keep that in mind. Especially the tea that has a lighter color like this, like a green color, the colder it gets, the more bitter it gets. That's very common. So make sure you drink it right away, unless if you make it into an iced tea. Okay, let's try this slightly stronger brew of the 2012 Xian. Okay, this is one of my favorite tea. Amazing. See, there are just some teas. It tastes amazing even after you overbrew it. Right?
Yeah, still fine.
Amazing. It's almost the same in a way.
Yeah.
It's almost
It's
doesn't.
just a little bit stronger, but still,
yeah,
it's still
very
good.
consistent.
Yeah.
Amazing. Mm. Oh, I was since you guys are here, I was wondering. The December 3rd, I'm thinking to do like a 12 days of Christmas. I was thinking to do like a gift set with 12 different teas. I got the idea from Cody. I was wondering if that would be something everybody would be interested. Let me know. There's a lot of interest. I'm gonna do that. All right. I just see a DM from Wilson, but I can't read it. All right. Just a try again. Tomorrow at 11, I'm gonna be back, probably talking about multiple different ways on how to make out brew green teas from different variety, things like that. So if you love green tea, I'm thinking to talk about it tomorrow. And tomorrow event, I'm gonna have a bigger gift. I need to get my followers up to 3,000. So everybody, please help me doing that. So tomorrow will be my last day at least for doing the stream. I'm gonna take a break a little bit. Doing 10 days straight with multiple live every day is quite a grind. Amazing. I can easily get tea drunk so fast when I'm running 3 teas at the same times. I get really full now. I get a lot more full. I mean, I have Marilyn helping me drinking this. Usually if I'm drinking alone, there's no way I can drink this. There's no way. But the nice thing about any of this tea, as long as you keep it dry, okay, there's always liquid keep coming out after they cool down a little bit. That's normal. But you always want to try to make sure there's no liquid at all. And then depending on how long you're going to do the next session, if it's only like multiple hours, I will just leave the lid on. But if you feel like you're gonna do like a lot longer session, then I will let the lid out. Just make sure it dries, okay? So because if it's not, then it's going to affect the flavor because the tea is still cooking. With that hot water, it's still cooking the leaf. So if it's like on a 30-minute an hour, you can cover it. But if it's longer, just let the lid out. Just make sure you don't get any dust particles. You want to rinse it later on when you would drink it. Some people, they put it on a paper towel. I don't like that method because I feel like paper towel have a lot of fibers that is gonna go through the leaf, especially when it's wet. So I don't like doing that method. And I also don't like to put this in the fridge because the fridge has so many different smells. And with this leaf being wet, it's gonna absorb of your the smell from your fridge. So I don't like doing that either. Unless if you have a dedicated fridge just for tea, I wouldn't do that. So really the best way, I just leave it out like this. I'm actually interested with Michael. Michael, you were drinking your tea for 3 weeks. So 2 weeks, I wanna know how you store your tea when you're not drinking it. I'm going to warm up some cherry pie. Should I pair it with Alishan or Darjeeling? Cherry pie. Cherry pie is sweet.
I would think the
Darjeeling is floral.
Yeah.
Alishan, I don't know. I think even Alishan is good too. They both kind of good, honestly. They both are light color. Usually Alishan and Darjeeling they both, unless if you're getting the dark Darjeeling. We have the single cultivar Darjeeling. Then I wouldn't use that. I will do with the Alishan. I don't know. They both are going to be good in a different way because the Alishan is going to make the tea taste a little bit sweeter. The Darjeeling, I feel like it's gonna bring out some of the floral notes. So I will go with Darjeeling if I have to choose one. I will have to go with Darjeeling because they kind of contrast each other. The Alishan is great just the way it is. Alishan, I feel like you don't really need to pair it, but Darjeeling would be a good experience to try. That's for sure.
So what would you do after it dries out? What do you do? Like, let's say if you're not going to touch it for 2 days.
Then you just rinse it really quick and it's ready to go again.
But how do you store it once it dries out? Do you put it in another container?
Once it dries out, no, I just put it back the lid.
Okay.
That's it. Once it dries out,
Yeah.
you really just want to preventing it from dust and particles and things like that. You don't want to go inside things like. But then that's it. That's why you rinse it really quick
Okay.
when you re-steep the tea. But again, some people they want to dry it as fast as possible. Then they lay out a paper towel. But I don't like that idea because of that fiber from paper. I just feel, yeah, I just don't like it. Yep. I have show me white. Show me white will be good too because show me white is kind of subtle. But the problem with the cherry pie, the flavor is so strong. So I'm afraid when you're drinking the show me white, you might not be able to taste the flavor of your show me white. Your show me white is kind of subtle. Unless if you boil it like the way I teach you earlier this morning, if you're doing it like really, really strong, then yeah, show me white will be good. But normally show me white since it's like a lot more subtle where cherry pie have a lot of flavor, So I don't know if that will be a good match. Show me white, if you brew it normal way, it's better for something that is lighter, like salad, anything that is like light in flavor, that's not heavily, not like ranch dressing, but yeah, like, I don't know, like what do you
Like a Dijon dressing, a vinaigrette.
Vinaigrette would be perfect for that. With the show me white, the flavor tastes a little bit more mild. Unless if you're brewing it strong, like this morning when I teach you guys how to do that boiling white tea, then it will be good with that cherry pie. But I think one of these days I'm gonna do pairing food also. That will be a fun topics. But anyway, thank you again for tuning in for today. Those are the 3 teas. It's on sale. The Xian ends tonight. The other one is still available until Tuesday night. Use the coupon white tea for 5% off. And tomorrow I'm gonna do another at 11 o'clock. I'm gonna do a bigger gift tomorrow, so I'm probably gonna be talking about green tea. Okay, so Michael just say, "Pai mudan while tea tastes like canned cherries." Yep. But anyway, thank you again, guys. So that's it for today. Any questions? Just let me know. DM me. Thank you again for